right, welcome back from that report. Now, empowerment truly comes in many forms, and in this next conversation, we explore how healing, confidence, and business can grow from one woman's personal journey and professional mission. Now, joining me now is Leesi Vivian Vizor, the founder and CEO of Leevenchybrand, a purpose-driven company offering 100% natural hair solutions and scalp analysis services tailored especially for cancer and alopecia patients. With over 15 years in the industry and presence in both Lagos and Spain, Lee is affectionately called the hair doctor, and today she shares how she's building a business that blends compassion with innovation. Leesi, welcome to Business Insights.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, let's start this way. Leesi, what business gap or opportunity did you identify that inspired the launch of Leevenchybrand?
Okay, Leevenchybrand was inspired by my compassion and personal growth for hair. I've been into the hair industry. I've been buying and selling one-on-one. I was a makeup artist, but whenever I make hair on people, the way they live the same, they just they feel the confidence they get back is something that gives me joy. And that is what motivated me to go deeper into the hair business and try to make every woman have that confidence back, because it was not a journey that I just wake up. No, it's something I build time to time. And I realized that a lot of women can have their confidence back without their hairs. Their hairs is something that makes them devastated. That's just the truth, because of their medical problems. Some have medical problems, some have stress, some have a lot of problems. And when you have this problem, it starts with your hair. So when I see them leaving my chair, the confidence they have living there makes me want to empower more about my brand. That is why I become what I am today about the brand.
Okay, now let's talk about niche market and your strategy. I know that you've served cancer and alopecia patients, and it's a highly specialized niche. Okay, what were the key business considerations into entering this space?
Okay, in the hair industry, you realize that a lot of people do this hair thing. A lot of people do it, but not everybody has the idea or I want to go into the hair industry, like the medical parts, because I try to make everything as natural as possible, because I feel anything natural is good for the body, is good for the health. So this is why I venture into that side of the business, that part of the business, because it's more medical, and everything about my brand is natural, because I start from all natural products. Everything about the product is natural. So I decided that people want this thing. Ladies want it. Ladies want to get their confidence back. Ladies want to be happy again. But having that patch or that alopecia, the cancer, everything that have happened to them, and they don't know how to come back. So the only way I can make them feel good and get happy and be happy again is to give them that confidence back. And the only way I can give them their confidence back is through the hair, because the hair is, like they say, the hair is your crown. Your hair is your crown. So they feel that hair is their crown. So I just want to make them happy. I want to give them their confidence back. I want to empower them and let them know that what you're passing through is just temporary, And this is why I decided to go into that niche about alopecia, because I sought with that gynecologists, trachologists, so different things to make sure that everybody comes back to their position and they feel good and be happy again with their hair, because the hair is something that we can just ignore.
Okay.
It's something that is part of our body that we can never ignore. So this is why I went into that niche, to build their confidence back.
Okay, before I talk about product development and all of that, I want to understand one thing. How did you validate this business model and build trust in such a sensitive space? Because not everyone might want to trust you or trust people, when it comes to such particular, business model. I
build trust but it's I feel with the trust is in the industry. Like, I try to be consistent in everything I do. I try to build my team stronger. I try to build their confidence back in me. So in that little space where they sit down with me, they talk, they tell me their problem, they tell me their need, everything they are passing through, I make them comfortable in that little space. And with words of mouth, most times some people just say, oh, we are looking for this person, who can we trust? And they're like, oh, go to Leevenchybrand, because Leevenchybrand, she's trustworthy, she makes you comfortable. So most times it's words of mouth, and globally we do some media around social media and the rest, but most times it's people around us just recommend us, and we work with specialists too. We work with specialists globally. So we work with specialists like the dermatologists, we work with other psychologists, and we work with some doctors too. So most times the doctors send their patients to us to let us find a solution, because when they are passing through chemo, they don't want to carry their bow hair, some are ashamed of themselves. So we try to make them feel like, oh, it's not the end of the world that you're passing through this problem by this time. With this, you can still have the confidence and still look good and still be happy and still be your old self. So this is how we build trust with people. And during this period, everything has been like this because it's words of mouth. Our work have been speaking volume for us, actually.
Okay, let's talk about product development. I know it's most people at the point where most people talk about 100% natural ingredient and being very natural. How do you balance customization and scalability so you can actually sustain your product even across borders?
I valued it in terms of, because I partner with professionals, actually. I'm not just me alone. No, I partner with professionals, actually, and I go do a lot of testing. I try to make sure everything is natural. I sort to the least natural. Sometimes we always say, oh, it's 100% natural. Sometimes people say, oh, it's never 100% natural. Sometimes it's 99% natural. Even from the shampoo, the conditioner, everything has to be at least 99%, and when it surpasses 90% natural, it's on, we call it in the industry like it's 100%, so I work with the dermatologists, I take different samples. It's not a 30 days thing, it's a testing to get to what exactly I really want to supply to the industry. And I want to try to make it natural, because so the dermatologists test the products, different doctors test the product. It's more like a long-term chain, and that is where we get to that natural ingredients at the end of the day.
Okay, I know it's not easy managing a product, because I'm sure you have operations across Lagos and Spain, Altea. It's not a small thing. What are some of the strategies you've used to scale sustainability across borders? And can you share some of maybe challenges that you had along the way and how you were able to sort them out, your operational challenges across borders?
I will say my challenges are a lot. I will use that word a lot, but it's not easy. I won't say anything is easy to begin with, especially if you're in a country where they don't speak your language, And it wasn't easy for me, but consistency was the key, I love empowering women. I love, I joined groups. I join where there is success, where I try to attract success, where I try to make people happy. And sometimes I just do some free, I go to cancer care, and I just do some things to just put me back there on track, because Africa and Spain is a totally different ball game, to be honest. It's different from everything. What we do in Africa, in Nigeria, is rather different from what we do in Spain. So how I was able to get to this level is just consistency. I was always consistent. I was always showing up. I never take no for an answer. So I will always say that if you want to do something, you always don't ever take no for an answer, because there is always a no. You can knock 10 doors, and at the end of the day, 9 say no, but it's just one that will say yes, and that one can be your breaking point. So I'm always like, in Africa, I have my staff working for me, but even at that, I'm still on them. I'm still like communicating with them. I still do Zoom meeting. I still put them on track. I still try to make them know that, okay, we have to do this and do this. We have to still strategize. We always re-strategize all the time because the market is big and your competitors are bigger. So for you to be there, you have to always. So I would say that is the challenges I have had during this period has made me stronger. My challenges, I always say, don't let your challenges bring you down. Let it make you stronger and better. So my challenges has made me stronger and better. And I refuse to say no because my word, giving up was never an option. So, and it's something I have passion for. So I would say, if you want to go for anything or do anything, always go for something you have passion for. Because if the money is not paying, the passion is paying. So the passion drives you to keep going forward for it, to keep pushing for it. But if you don't have passion for it and you are not making that money, you will just give up. You understand? So always want to go for what you have passion for and never give up. It's not easy not to give up. You understand? It's never easy not to give up. But if you keep pushing and keep putting it there, keep showing up. Even if they say no, show up. If they say no again, show up. And I believe you one day you'll be surprised how you succeed in it. So that's what has been keeping me going.
Okay, as a female entrepreneur now, what internal systems have you built to empower your team and also maintain high standards? And let's talk about your personal resilience into leadership strengths.
I mean, women, we are strong, we are strong. We pass through a lot, but some of us don't show it. Sometimes we're men in women clothes, So this is how I say. So my passion is to empower them, put them back in position, give them their confidence back, and make them realize that you can do it. If you put your work to it, if you put your heart to it, you can do it. There is nothing difficult. There is nothing you can do in this world if you put your heart to it. So I try to empower every woman. I try to, every now and then we have these courses about on how to train. So sometimes we pick one or two people that one or two women in a month, sometimes 3 times in a month. Once in 3 months, and we train them, we empower them, we show them how to do this stuff, and we make them know that you can have our support for this period of time. And we don't just pick women, we pick women that are ready to work because we want to empower them, we want to give them what they lack, and it's not been easy, but we just have to do that. So this is how even my team, I empower my team, I send them to the best, I try to send them to, anytime I have a new niche, even me, I keep empowering myself, I keep going to the best, I keep training myself, I keep having new techniques and new ideas, So this is why this is how I try to empower people, even with the cancer patients. So what I do most times with cancer patients is that I give them free hair, all natural hairs, and I put them in they call me to talk to them, to let them feel good. How do they feel and everything? I empower them. I tell them about how to overcome the anxiety they are feeling, the stress they are feeling, that it's normal to be there, but just let it go. Just let it flow and you see how it works. So this is how I empower. I try to make all the women, not everybody though, but some people want to go into it. Some people want that can't face that challenges alone. I was able to face this alone, but what I can do, other cannot do it, So this is how I bring them to my circle and talk to them, empower them, and give them their confidence back.
Now, what's the long-term vision for Leevenchy, and are you exploring new markets, digital platforms, or investment opportunities? Because for a business like this, and at a time when the world has gone digital, one just has to, move beyond one's immediate sphere and see how you can even broaden your horizon, even digitally. What are the plans, really?
The plans are to partner with investors, partner with people in the business already, partner strategize. We're planning to strategize. We have our own shampoo coming up, we have condition coming up. So all this is like we partner with people like in the Italy, in Spain, in Sweden. So we're partnering with others. So because we want to go globally, and when we want to go global, we don't just want to do product because we want to do product. We want to do product that will empower, product that will solve the problem. We don't just want to do product that won't solve the problem. We want to do product that will solve the problem. So with this, we reach out to investors, stakeholders, and we're coming together to build something stronger and bigger. So this is this is my vision for the next coming. This is the long-term thing. It's not just a short-term thing. The short-term thing is just when you just do something one or two and just want to make money out of it, or no, but a long-term thing is when you strategize and put things together. And the only way the way we're putting things together is through this platform. So we're using different platform, Spotify, social media, everywhere. You understand? We have our own website, www.leevenchybrand.com, and everything. So we are expanding.
All right. Now, as we round off, Leesi, let's talk about advising women right now, because you are trying to get there in your business and you are doing tremendously well. But a lot of women, back home or even in the diaspora, they feel that being an entrepreneur or getting into entrepreneurship is actually a huge challenge with the whole global economic issue, even the economic issue back here at home. So what would your advice be in terms of offering to other women looking to turn their passion into a globally relevant enterprise?
I would say you should just start. Don't procrastinate, because the more you procrastinate, the more you never start. No matter how small it is or no matter what is going on, just start. If you fail, you learn your lesson. You understand? But just start doing it and never give up. Always go for it. Always do it. Sometimes it's tiring, to be honest. You want to give up. Even me, sometimes when I was going, sometimes I just want to give up. But don't give up. Always be consistent. Be perseverance is the key. Always go for it. Always like I want to turn my passion. That your passion you want to turn. Take it as a passion. Don't take it as something that wants to give you money. Like no. Because when you put money in front as a priority, it ends up being a disaster. That is just the major truth. Don't make that your passion. Don't make your passion that you have turn into a money. Like, you can monetize your passion for sure, but don't feel that the money part should be the priority. No, the priority should be, this is my passion, this is what I love to do. Right. Let me do it. You understand? So that is it.
All right, thank you so much. I have been speaking with Leesi Vivian Vizor, and from passion to purpose and from personal resilience to entrepreneurial impact, Leesi's story is a powerful reminder that business success isn't only about profit, it is also about people. As Leevenchybrand continues to grow, it also continues to restore dignity, beauty, and strength in the lives of many women. Leesi, many thanks for joining us, and we wish you all the best in all that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And that's it on this edition of Business Insight on Plus TV Africa. I am Justin Akadonye. I'll see you again next time with more stories of innovation and impact. Bye-bye for now.